Yo, what's up everybody? It's me, Yuaba Prime, back up with another video. And we are sharing some exciting news. We are having our first KvK with 2988. And right now we are doing Marauders and killing Barbs. But not a lot of our AP goes to Marauders. We are actually calculating how much we have in total and how much we are willingly to sort of like spend on the Marauders to get the best value in terms of speed ups, most likely because that's what we need the most. Overall, we are doing pretty good as a kingdom right now in terms of first stage. We have a lot of players like Tifa, for example, being on the top 5, obviously, and we are the second kingdom by far in terms of activity in Marauders, which is pretty awesome. A lot of people are using their alts, which are have plenty of AP, so not to worry. We are not like inexperienced and like spending all of our main APs on Marauders. A lot of players use their alts for resource purposes because Marauders do tend to give a lot of gems, but also a lot of resources. Which I'm not going to go on how we use those gems on the farm, but there are plenty of ways that you can get a lot of stuff with your gems on your farms, as buying resources from VIP or also buying from the courier station, which I do sometimes. That brings up to another topic. Which KvK mod did we register? Right now I cannot really show you, I think, the KvK mode, but we are registering for, let me see if I can show you here. I think I will be able to. Yes, yeah, we are registering for Keener Blades. It's a new and very exciting story. We are not the first ones, unfortunately, but we are one of the first ones that are trying these new KvKs. I'm gonna do a lot of videos on how I will use the new feature that this KvK will offer us. And I've seen some previews and seen some people use those skills that are playing the KvK and that are YouTubers or sort of like me, for example, doing videos and stuff. It's gonna be very interesting as in terms of kingdom breakdowns, camp breakdowns, sorry guys, camp breakdowns, I will have a picture and we are looking at every camp, this KvK, sorry for... So as you can see, this is a 6 camp type of KvK, which it's Greenwood, Daybreak, Earth, Water, and Fire and Wind. Very interesting. We are looking stronger than most of the other camps, but we have to bring another point that 2928 in our own camp, as you can see there, is getting sort of dead. A lot of people, a lot of fighters are migrating out of the kingdom for their own reasons. I'm not sure why, but it's going to be pretty interesting to see how this KvK unfolds. I do think that 2988 is fully ready and 2558 are prepared for any sort of, you know, for this KvK overall. And I do think that some people who are in 2928, I do hope so that that they come and help us and fight with us in this KvK. We can see that at least from this sort of, you know, scan at the time that they were made, we are the first camp, but I really doubt we are probably the second or something like that in terms of KP and power. Fire seems to be the strongest in terms of KP and power, and they have a really strong kingdom in their camp as well. 11, and they do seem to have a really nice and thin kingdom from the looks of it. 10 billion power and 341 billion kill points, which is very, very interesting to see. But we know that the more power a kingdom has, the more farm filling we have. So it's going to be a matter of how we will use and who's going to have the best use of the farm fillings meta and also the strategies, which I think that I'm very confident that Daybreak will really be an important factor in this KvK, but not just us. And that brings us to the next topic, which how are the allies, the diplomacy, how did it went? Did it go easy? Was it a hard diplomacy? How much time did it took to? And I would say sort of maybe a full day to end this diplomacy, sort of because we wanted to get the best of the best for everybody this KvK, not just for us, but for everyone that is in this sort of type of KvK. And here you can see that I have circled on my own pretty much the allies. So the ones that are with the red is our team, which is Daybreak, Greenwood, and Earth. Daybreak is us, so there's that. Our enemies, on the other hand, is Fire, Wind, and Water. I think that this would be the best one, I would say, if we were not having issues with 28, 29. But, you know, things happen, but here we are. We just got this one because, you know, it has more opportunity of fights. Yes, of course, there is no first zones for us and Greenwood, but it is what it is. We still have some ruins, I guess, ruins fight, which is pretty interesting. I think this is a really good addition because it brings some fights either way, and it's pretty interesting to have the ruins fights because overall it tends to be boring in other KvK formats when you have free ruins on your own camp, and that just doesn't make sense to me. If I'm being honest, it's quite boring and it loses the excitement of ruins, and this format of KvK brings back the new player experience when you had to fight for ruins, and that's a really good thing to have in this KvK. The bad aspect of it is that, you know, you will get one at 3 a.m. and that sucks, but you have to be there and fight and get KP. So there is that. Overall, let's go and see on how my predictions on how we will go in other zones. As you can see, it's a bit messy, but I have tried to assimilate on how these zones work. Let's go at us, Daybreak and Greenwood. We will both have, I think, free access on the first zone. So we will probably share this one. And then we will have 2 free zones that will open on the other stage, and we will have an altar that we will probably share with each other as well. Greenwood will fight with Water on the ruins, and there's that. As for Earth is gonna have a really huge task, I might add, and they will fight Fire as well. We will fight Fire in the ruins, and that will be pretty exciting. But Earth will fight Fire in the first zone. I think they will. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that they will fight. You will see it on the screen, and I do think that they will fight Fire, and it will be very interesting and a really good factor that will help us, you know, slowing Fire down, as they are, to seem, the strongest kingdom there. And it's going to be quite interesting on how things go from there. Then after that, I do see that wind will have some altars and earth will have some altars with wind before the first zones, which will be very interesting to see. And earth is going to have a free zone. After the first one, they will have a free zone 5, it seems. And then same thing with fire and the other water and wind, which will have a free zone 4, and then they will have the free zone 5s as us. And also it's pretty interesting that we will fight fire on the other zone, and that's something that I'm looking forward and really excites me a lot. It's going to be an interesting fight, and also Greenwood will fight water, which I think that Greenwood will dominate water, but I do hope that they will. It will make the KvK quite interesting, and we will dominate fire as well. I have no doubts for it. It's going to be an amazing fight either way, even if we don't. But, you know, KvK is a long run, so we have to see and watch how we will do as a camp overall in KvK. Earth will have, of course, the hardest part, that they will have to fight again after the first zone force with fire. They will have to fight wind on the other zone. I'm not sure if they will or not, but this is my assumptions that they will overall. That being said, there is another slide that will come, and how will it all go from there on these zone 7s. Depending on who wins the zone, how will we call it? Zone 5s, I think. Should we call it zone 6? Yeah, we will call it zone 6. Depending who wins on zone 6, I think there are passes there that will open and will make it much more easier to gain an advantage in terms of territories on that side. So winning the zone 6 will be very interesting, very important, and will be, at least from the territory aspect, will be very determining the territory gains at the very beginning of the fights. I do hope that we are the winners on that, because it will help us overall in KvK. Of course, we will probably go with Greenwood, and we both, Daybreak and Greenwood, will both go on that zone 7, and we will try to get SAP that zone and secure it. I do think that us will try to, not will try, but we will 100% go for fire and fight so that we secure Earth the passage on the Kingsland. I do think that there will maybe not be any Kingsland in this format, but it's interesting to see how this will fold. I do think that water and wind will try to lock up Earth with fire as fast as they can. I do hope that they fail, and this is sure a battle of endurance for Earth, which I'm saying that they are having a really tough KvK. And being seen at the beginning that I showed the camp breakdowns, they seem to not really have the best stats out of all kingdoms. But you never know, numbers are numbers, and that cannot be true. Sometimes Lilith is not right with the... So sometimes you cannot tell that a kingdom is what it is by just numbers. It really comes up to the activity on the field and on the endurance that they will have on the fight. I'm pretty confident that they will do an amazing job. And also this KvK is, for me at least, sorry, for me at least, this KvK is no excuse KvK. There are a lot of opportunities for players to fight and show themselves. So every kingdom here will win in terms of growing and understanding which of the players are the real gem that they have to keep and which direction they will go into the future. Anyways, this is it from me. There will be another video where I will go and show you the amount of RSS that I have. when I send the RSS from my farms. So, hey, spoiler alert, this is not the amount of RSS that I have in total for the whole KvK. I haven't transferred my farms yet, and I do have a lot of time to farm until the other zone. I just migrated here recently, like 2 weeks ago, but I'm very confident that I will have around 3 billion each before the first zone fights. I'm not gonna go into my bags and the RSS situation. I will leave that one for another video. So if you enjoy this type of content, please leave a like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, and let's grow this channel and let's make it big. If you have any other recommendations on what you really want to watch this channel to become, or what new future do you want to have, let me know in the comments as well. I am really open to criticism in terms of the way that I should manage my channel. Yeah, thank you for watching and have an amazing day. I will do some marauders. I have to kill at least like 50k AP today. I did not do much yesterday, but because I was a bit busy with work and stuff like that. But right now, today, I will do like around 50, so I think I will be able to get around 100 some kingdom supply chests, on which I will open either one by one or all at once and just do a little short, I guess, when I open them. I don't think that they are very important, as sort of they have nerfed the kingdom supplies chests from Marauders very much, and that just sucks. But overall, I will get a good amount of speed ups, and you will see on how I will enter KvK with how many speed ups, what I will do in terms of buying pop-ups and other stuff. So see you on the next video. Bye bye.